And welcome back to another episode of Crease Crankers. Butters here, Big T to my right, Pizz down there all the way at the end, and Liam is behind the glass.
Can't speak.
Liam has gotten a tooth pulled, and he's being kind of a baby about it.
Pull?
I don't know what it was. He doesn't matter. Who cares? He's behind the glass.
just something a little soft.
He's behind the glass.
Can't pen the pod.
So yeah, maybe Liam will be healthy enough for next week. If not, we'll just keep rolling.
He's on the DL.
Yeah,
he's on the Crease Crankers
He's on the
DL.
DL. He's kind of smirking back there. He can't talk, though. He can't even talk smack. Now he's writing something down. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, we have a new number one team in the country for the third straight week.
In history.
And it's the United States of America. It's Army.
Nobody wants to be number
Army
one
being number one, also of note, that's a Patriot League team.
Deep Patriot League.
Been big on the Patriot League, as everyone knows.
I think Army's deserving of the number one.
I think so. I mean, they've obviously undefeated, right? One of four teams being undefeated: Harvard, Quinnipiac, and NJIT. America's team being the other one. But I think
it's tough. America's team. America's team right now.
On America's team. Yeah, it's
tough.
America's
That's
team.
tough.
On America's team crime.
I think Army was almost deserving of it last week too.
You could have made the argument.
This week made it easy.
Could have made the argument. Yeah, could have made the argument. I think, and I think just looking at that top 10, right? I mean, Denver was number one, then they lose. Now they drop all the way down to 8, right?
8.
So
That was
I think, and me and Liam actually were texting about this because
he can't speak.
Yeah, right. So we were texting that, you can kind of, in the top 10, you can pretty much play around with all those teams. You can kind of move them around anywhere besides Army probably being 1. So maybe 2 through 10, you can kind of almost move around. But yeah, interesting. I mean, parity in the game. We've kind of touched on it, right?
Big one.
Anybody can beat anybody.
I would love to see Penn State lower, but maybe after this week we can.
That game was.
Why would you love to see them lower?
I don't know. I just think that they're deserving. I mean, you have 2 awesome weeks back to back. You beat Yale 15-14.
So higher.
We'll touch on them for sure.
Sorry, closer to number 1. How about that? Like Penn State in my top 5.
Oh yeah, in the top 5.
But it's so tough because everyone who's in the top 5 is deserving of being in the top 5.
Looking at how this year's gone, I mean, they'll probably get blown out next week, just
because that's how this week's going.
I'm also just very
the
upset.
parity of the game.
Yeah, because I picked Cornell to win in the weekly pool.
I did, and I put him as a 3-pointer.
Yep. All right,
Liam, since you can't speak back there, are you working on the next week's picks for the office pool? Nice.
Thumbs up from behind the glass.
Thank you.
All right. So we will touch on just kind of going over some games here. Delaware taking care of Monmouth 16-7. Good win for Delaware. Getting back on track, right? Okay. Good.
It was a get-right game for them. They needed that.
Definitely.
That also comes to one of the games where, hey, you need to win this game. Don't make it a close one.
For sure.
Win the game how you should win the game.
Yeah. And I mean, again, that's, the CAA, we've touched on it. We think it's kind of wide open, right?
Super.
Right now, I think Towson's playing the best, right? But we've seen in the past, anything could happen.
I think Towson got votes this week.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. And then Delaware has Syracuse coming in this weekend. So that's
they did get votes. Yeah.
All right, Army, we touched on them taking care of business versus Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Holy Cross, all right, good effort. Moving on.
Good effort. Kept it within 10.
Moving on. But Army has a tough one this weekend going to Lehigh. Lehigh's a tough place to play.
For sure, but I like Army. Yeah, I like Army a lot.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, again, they should, right? They should. It'll be interesting to see, right? Can Army, will they get slipped up in the Patriot League? Are they going to be able to roll? I think they have one more out-of-conference game with UNC, which might be tough. Yeah, they're going down to UNC.
That's a big test for them, for sure.
And again, right, if you're UNC, you have that game circled fat. That's like, okay, we beat a number one team.
For sure. If they are number one at that point, they
stack
should
the
be.
resume, that's like a big time deal. Maybe if they can get like an AQ or at large, later on and down the line. All right, moving on. Bellarmine taking care of Marquette. That is definitely a surprise.
I think this is scary for Marquette.
Dude,
they've dropped 4 in a row now. Typically, you see that from them at the end of their season. Now
Marquette's that team that, I don't know. I said it last year too when they beat Penn State up here on the island. It's okay, that's a big win. Capitalize on that now, right?
Yeah.
Go run with that, and they just don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They just can't seem to kind of get out of their own way when it seems to trying to take that next step as a program.
They have Penn State this weekend, so
yeah, it's
you're probably dropping another one that's 5.
Right. What's their record right now? So they're what?
They are 3-4.
Yeah.
They've lost their last 4.
So
lost to Notre Dame, lost to Michigan, lost to Utah, lost to Bellarmine.
first two teams there are tough, obviously, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Bellarmine, you got to take care of business there.
Yeah,
But
could
even
snag
like-
they could snag a couple dubs along the
It's
way,
kind of
but
funny.
I don't. They got a tough.
It's interesting because I
Close out
think
there.
both those teams, Bellarmine kind of started out a little slow, right? They had that tough loss to, who was it early on? It was against.
They lost to Duke. They lost to Ohio
Canisius.
State. And Canisius was a tight one, yeah.
Right. So they kind of started out a little tough, and then now they've ripped off 3 straight. I mean, even beating Marist was a good win for them. So,
But again, they have a little run of like a good run of winnable games. Bellarmine to,
when do they start conference play in there? This weekend, maybe?
Bellarmine kicks off versus Utah this weekend.
Yeah,
There you go.
So,
All right.
yep.
Kicking off conference play. Ivy's getting going this weekend. Patriot League kicked off last.
Love a good Ivy matchup.
St. John's, well done. Good job. Get the first dub of the program, or first dub of the season.
No, second.
Oh, that was their second.
They beat Queens 2
Yeah,
weeks
they
ago.
beat
Right,
Queens
right.
too,
That's
so,
right.
yep.
That's right. I apologize. Yes. Binghamton, yikes. I don't know. Binghamton's got a lot to figure out here. But we'll move on from that one. St. John's, well done. This next one was certainly a surprise.
Super,
Looking at the
dude,
weekend, Brown
shocker.
competed their asses off, right? I mean, Maryland, obviously, a win's a win. I think that's probably, they probably walked into that game thinking, all right, we'll look to kind of pump Brown here. But, I mean, that's tough, though, for Brown because they had that game, and that could have been a statement type win where then
Especially going into Ivy play, too, like feeling
That's what I'm
nice
saying.
off of a Maryland dub.
That's what I'm saying. I think at one point Brown was up, like 3?
I honestly didn't get to watch the
I'll look
game,
at the
so
box.
I'm
Hold on.
not too sure.
Almost positive they're up by 3 at one point.
It's just crazy how much stuff changes week to week. Like the week prior, they played Georgetown, they lose 11-5.
I'd
Then you go and play Maryland. Both games were away,
Yeah.
traveling both places, and you play a
I don't have it in the box.
one score OT.
and I think that goes to show like Brown's, they got to probably like some kids, some good leadership on that team, right? Where it's like, okay, hey, listen, we just got our,
Doors blown off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Beat in. So let's come out here and, compete. So, I mean, we'll see. Can Brown make some noise in the Ivy League? That's, now that's what they're at, right? Can we kind of get hot here in the Ivy League, make the Ivy League tournament, try to make a run? Can that happen? I don't know. Don't think so. I think that
tell.
4 in the Ivy League is kind of starting to
Only
separate
thing out of
themselves a
conference
little bit.
Brown has is UMass and Nova and Bryant.
I think Brown is going to win one in the Ivy. Like I could see them upsetting a Yale or something like that.
I could see them also snagging one against Dartmouth.
Sure, yeah,
Well, yeah.
right. But I think again,
I think
like,
he means one of the bigger 4.
right,
snagging.
where it's like, whoa, can Brown make a move?
But again, like I don't know. I don't think it's like.
Well, again, I think
I don't think the separation, the gap is too big. Where like
it's impossible.
Like, but also Dartmouth's like a good squad. Like it's not like just like you're not just showing up anywhere and just straight winning
Rolling
anymore.
somewhere,
yeah, no, and I mean,
Especially
I think
in the
it's
Ivy.
Harvard, Princeton, Yale. Those are like the 3, and then it's even like Penn being that 4th. That's kind of separating themselves.
Harvard,
to get
Princeton, Yale. You're just writing off Cornell.
in Cornell, right? That's the 5th. So I mean, Cornell. I mean, look at their
I'm not
latest.
writing off.
No, I'm not writing off.
I'm not writing them off
I
either,
think they're
but
nice.
it's
Tough loss, but I think they're nasty
That loss was surprising this week.
for sure.
Like
Yeah, it was, yeah.
it's one thing
let's
to
jump right
lose.
into that. I mean, I think it's almost more so. I don't think it's really talking about. I think it's Penn State truly is maybe just that good, and they just came out flying.
Yeah.
Flying.
I mean, Trainer was 7-1. TJ Malone another 3-4. Kid just always has 4 more assists. I feel like every game. It's incredible. But yeah, I mean, also
Cornell,
holding CJ Kurst to just 2-1. That's
yeah, it's big. And Cornell had the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Both of their faceoff guys, 62%, 50%.
yeah. I mean, the Big Ten. Big Ten came to play. That's
Yeah,
it.
that was a big dub.
And again, with like a ton of contributors, like you saw that box score.
100%. Yeah,
It's
loaded.
more than just 4 guys doing the
100%.
job.
So, I mean, again, Penn State loses first game against Colgate. Everyone,
It's like, oh, they're done.
Yeah,
Russian.
yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah,
rip
yeah,
off
yeah.
5 straight. So good for them. Well done. The Big Ten is going to be, a bit of an interesting little battle
And I
there.
think those next 2, what is that, Marquette and
And then they go to
Marquette and Ohio State. They're
Ohio
away from
State.
both.
Ohio State,
But 2 very winnable games for them.
Our boy Liam needs Penn State to win there, so Ohio State doesn't get the over 7.5. I think wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Thumbs up back there behind the glass.
Yep.
All right.
2 of them. 2 of them.
Fairfield taking care of business against UMass Lowell. UMass Lowell, tough.
Sorry.
Trying to search for a win here on their schedule. It's at Binghamton.
Compete with UMBC.
Yeah,
maybe
make a
snag
run
one there.
Yeah, but UMass Lowell, yikes. But
let's get into the boys.
We got some Rebels going there next year. They're going to turn around the program.
We
It's
do.
Gonna be good. It's going to be good. It's gonna be good.
Just can't blow over NJIT.
Yeah.
No. I was not. I was trying to find them
Lindenwood.
anything. So
There we
NJIT, I mean, this is great because NJIT just took care of business. Just take care of business.
Yep.
No stress. Beat the crap out of Lindenwood.
The
On to
quote
the next.
people's game of the week.
Yeah,
that got me so fired up.
Yeah,
You have Penn State, Cornell, Hughes, Hopkins, but like, hey, we're gonna give it to these guys.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, again, the NJIT story is certainly
That's
fantastic.
That's awesome. I think everyone's like the whole Lindenwood last year story. It's
But
gone.
I
Hey,
don't want us.
no one.
Like this is what everyone does, right? You build a team up to then see them fall and tear them down. Like that, I don't want that to happen to NJIT.
No,
We are, I don't want there to be like everyone's getting sick and tired of hearing of them type thing. Going
No,
on.
I think they could keep rolling here.
So let's treat them with respect. They're doing great. And then
I'm not writing.
No, I know you're
NJIT.
not. I'm talking to more the public. I'm talking to let's let them just do their thing.
Turn
No.
up on Pizz.
I was like, hold on, I think you're hearing me wrong.
Talk to the public. Okay, so
they have a good
let
test.
NJIT keep doing their thing.
They have a good test this weekend, though.
They do.
They play Vermont.
Yeah, and Vermont, that was a good win for them this past weekend. We'll touch on that a little bit later, beating UMass.
Speaking of good wins,
yeah, I mean,
Big dub.
the Sharks are swimming.
LIU, man. I texted Coach Levine afterwards, said, zoo.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was talking to Coach Hayes a little bit. I mean, pumping in 17.
Yeah, man. I think they
Had the
kind of
boys
needed
buzzing.
that, right? Like,
And Coach Troy Ray holding them to 8. VMI is no slouch team.
That LIU defense holds. I think it's almost everyone besides Monmouth. They've held everyone to under
I think
10.
that's the backbone of their team, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Big shot, Aiden Zuhowski. I mean, playing as good a ball as
shouts to Troy.
Anyone out there, right?
He's got the boys buzzing over there.
Yeah, so that was a casual 7-2 day for Zoo. Maybe
Casual.
Maybe a few more assists there, Zoo. 14-3 on the year.
Yeah, let's share the rocks.
No, he's a scorer, man. So, and then what do we got? So LIU hosts Mount St. Mary's this weekend.
Yep, Mount St. Mary's still searching for a dub, so hopefully we keep searching next week.
Yeah, LIU take care of business there.
Keep them searching in the waters.
Keep going.
Not happening over here.
But again, the MAC is wide open. I mean, Marist, the Marist lost to Wagner. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were high on Marist a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. My bad.
Listen, Quinnipiac, clearly one of the undefeated teams left, which is again, I think surprising to everyone.
For sure.
So
I think LIU they're trending upwards.
Yeah.
No,
they've figured it out this year. Like they've got stuff
long way
rolling.
to go, but yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah. They figured it out more than they've had in the past. So
I agree. 100%.
Negative, man.
No.
Just let me ride my boys for
yo, bro.
Trying to be real still.
I couldn't have stopped that fast enough.
Just move right past that. Okay, Notre Dame beating Ohio State. Well done. There it is.
Behind the glass is cringing right now.
There it is.
I didn't like that.
So again, we touched on this. We need as a podcast because I guess we're rooting for Liam to Ohio State to just keep losing.
Yeah, naturally.
Keep losing.
Sorry, guys.
Keep losing. So they got the win against Detroit Mercy, but we forecasted that. We saw that coming. So that's okay.
Yeah.
that's all right.
And
that was
back
part
to
of the
Roker, we forecasted this.
so yes, they get their win there, but that is not an impressing win, I don't think.
It's 16
Dubs are dubs, bro.
I don't know what. I didn't watch that game. They probably.
I get that, but Rutgers just played Detroit Mercy.
They were probably pumping them, and then they emptied the bench. So
whatever. You just got to be more
Notre
demanding.
Dame, I mean, again, impressive win for Notre Dame. Sure, taking care of business. Well done. Kavanaugh's went off once again. Top of the box score. It's amazing. I think I saw, what was it?
Was it this is the over the shoulder clip with Kavanaugh?
No, that was versus Maryland 2 weeks ago. You're saying where he dives on the crease kind of?
No, he came to 5-5 and just it was lefty. I don't even know. And just
it's when they call it touch the goalie's stick.
No.
Oh, then I have no idea. That happened in Maryland.
Bro, you're the social media guy. You're not all over these clips?
No, I actually didn't make it out there to cover that game. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Didn't make it South Bend? Okay.
My bad.
But, I mean, the Kavanaughs
should be working harder.
They're electric to watch. They truly are. If you ever, anybody wants to see how to ride out there, that's,
See?
It happened in Maryland.
Liam from behind the glass.
That's
happened
fine.
in Maryland.
That's fine. But Liam cares.
Not enough
He's
to be
injured.
on the show, though.
He cares. Thank you, Liam. No, I would like 2. Thank you. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, always 2 thumbs up. Always 2 thumbs
I wish
up.
we had like a hot camera behind showing just him.
Notre Dame's got Michigan this
We don't
weekend.
the people don't need that right now.
Ooh, that's a tough
Not
one.
at all. Definitely don't need them.
Look at the next little 3-game stretch here. That's pretty.
That's a
brutal
test.
here.
Yeah, but
Michigan,
see, is
Duke.
Michigan catching their get right here? Like, that's a tall order to come back into.
Yeah, no, Michigan. I don't know. Michigan's got a. Well, they did the same thing last year, where it's like everyone didn't believe in them, then they made a run.
I'm not saying I don't believe in them.
Providence. Okay, so moving on. Providence taking care of
Tough to
Stony
bounce back
Brook.
there against Notre Dame. No, am I wrong?
Stony Brook, bro. God,
They get
just
Nah, shouts to Ryan Bell tying that game up. That goal was sick.
12-11
So many tight games for them.
13-12 loss, 16-12. And like these 2 games too, Rutgers Penn State game, like they were in those. Like they had like that was like a 2-goal game in like the 3rd, 4th, like oof.
that Air Force one is tough. You're going out to Air Force.
Yeah.
That's
Not sleeping in your own bed.
that's a plane.
I mean, listen, Stony Brook, they're competing with everybody, that's for sure. Competing.
No, they got a squad. I mean,
So again,
tall
and that's
task.
CAA.
Yeah,
What are we gonna do? You know?
tall test there with the
Yeah,
UNC coming to town.
They were on a roll. UNC.
James showed me a monster.
Yeah, that was nice.
What else you got over there? Sacred Heart, Sienna. Sacred Heart kind of pumps Sienna here.
Yeah, it didn't
for sure.
You know, another one. I didn't see that one coming. I thought that was gonna be a tighter game.
Yeah.
Sienna was kinda
Shouts to
playing
Big
everybody
Garrett
tough.
Mangles getting a ton of minutes
Oh,
over
yeah.
there, doing his job. Love it.
Yeah, Sacred Heart playing well. You know,
This next game, Virginia Towson, I was impressed with Towson.
I know we all wanted
Yeah.
this one for Towson. I think.
This was. I mean, even watching the little recap that we were before we
Yeah.
started recording, Towson looked good, man. I think Towson might be that CAA front runner for
I
sure.
think they are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing the best, but I don't know that. I don't know.
Just when you get into conference play,
I know.
it just gets
It's-
hectic,
Nobody
bro.
knows. And like the CAA, I think is the one that's like.
Oh,
gets
it's
the
a bunch
most
of blue collar
Yeah, it's
dogs
like-
that are just. It's
you
it's
know.
an absolute war.
Yeah. So, but Virginia, you know, again,
Virginia's impressive though, man.
yeah, because I think again, and like that's
Big-
it touches on like what like Maryland went through with
Big
like Brown
Peyton,
too,
Big
right?
Peyton, 9 points. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
I mean, Schellenberger 3-7. Cool.
yeah. Cool, casual. I didn't even catch the 7 when you scrolled.
Thoroughly enjoys sharing the rock.
And honestly, like, I'm sure there's a ton of
Dude,
haters.
if
Like,
you want to watch like the sickest in tight finishing, Jack. Boyd.
dude, I was so high on him when he was coming from Towson.
How do you pronounce?
and
Is it Boyden? His last name?
Boyden, I believe.
You're asking the
Yeah.
dyslexic kid to give you the pronunciation there.
Jack Boyden, though. But I mean, his finishing inside is like.
And I know a ton of people throw
It's like
shade
watching
on
art.
him. Not Jack Millen. A ton of people throw shade on Millen. I think he's nasty. Like,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
yeah, like he's absolutely. But people just throw shade to throw
Yeah,
shade.
of course, because
He's gross.
always gonna have those haters. But yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of like that. Maryland, you know, beating
Truett,
Brown, holding on,
Sutherland.
and getting a win. Like good
Truett?
teams.
Sutherland? What about
All American name team.
him? He's from he's a Calvert Hall kid.
No doubt, All American name team.
And then I mean, Towson's, you know, big two, DeMayo and Weishauer. Gives another huge day.
Huge.
Yeah.
day.
7 points, 5 points. So I mean, Towson's got.
What happened
you
at the
think
What happened at the
about-
face-off dot in this game?
When you think
Numbers
about
wise.
like you know what you need, competed 50. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. They were
That's
Towson
it, yeah.
rocking. Go goalies if you don't mind.
Yeah, and I mean, you know,
Mm.
not the greatest, but certainly faced a lot of shots.
Yeah,
took on
saw a
shots.
lot of shots. Defense, help your boy Luke out down there.
That Towson NCAA play, which, listen, did you lose this game? Yes.
But I would be
But-
feeling really good in that locker
Yeah,
room
no,
this
they're
week
feeling good.
off of
Yeah.
this very competitive game to Virginia. That's literally a cheat code.
Yeah. Listen, you're not going to look at a loss like, hey, it's a good loss, but
Yeah,
no, that's
no, for sure.
anyone outside that locker room, that's a good loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boston U took care of business.
Your boys.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game. Well, that I'm sure you did.
That was ugly. Yeah, but again,
Oh, it was sloppy, but we got it done.
They can only win ugly.
I've said that, right? That's the only way they're
You
going to
have
win
been
games.
saying that all year.
So gotta
Yeah.
just muck it up, make
For
it
sure.
crazy, go nuts.
Wins a win.
Vince D'Alto got back on track. Had a huge day, 6 goals. Had a highlight reel.
Oh, there we
too,
go.
that over the shoulder type.
Long
junior
Island
day,
boy
yeah.
Vince got it done. Love
Yeah, no, he
that.
played well. So now they're going down to Loyola this weekend. That'll be tough. You know,
You feel like Loyola's on a little bit of a slide? Did
A
I
little bit, but
overhype
they
them
just-
in the beginning?
they just played Duke though. they're, I don't know.
They were
That's
a
gonna be
little
tough game.
competitive in that game. We were saying that too
Yeah.
when we were watching that recap.
So that'll be, another tough one. I love that stadium down there.
Loyola's sick.
So sick. I think it's one of the best venues out there.
He just had a Patriot League
Yeah, he
moment
did.
by himself. Yeah,
It is.
it's cool.
I mean, it's great. But yeah, I don't know.
We need to get Q on here so you guys could feel
No,
That'd be too much.
That's way
overkill.
too much.
Yeah.
it'd be funny.
They see me pick against Boston. They put me in a group chat.
It'd be funny.
Muppet. All right, dude, relax. They're gonna lose this week. My bad.
I mean, you are a
Albany
Muppet.
got
just
back
overall.
on track. We talked about them needing to kind of get
Very
going
cool.
here, right? Obviously, starting.
Yeah, I
out
was
the
happy.
season
I was happy to see the Great Danes get this done.
0-4, but yeah, I think Albany's a lot better than obviously the 1-4 record shown right now.
Oh, dude, for sure.
So,
Look at all those tight games right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
so they'll
One
kinda
goal
get
game,
going
one
here.
goal game. There's 3 1-goal games right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should take care of business this weekend versus Lowell.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Never know. You like Lowell there?
Oh.
No,
Oh.
Just making noises to make noises.
that was like a yep.
He
Not
said,
a,
"Nah, I'm good."
not a
Yeah.
little kind of hype train there.
UNC came to Long Island and absolutely
Yeah,
took care of
UNC came
business.
up to the
Yeah.
island doing a little New York trip.
Yep.
Ran through Hofstra, ran through Wagner the other day, playing Stony Brook this weekend. Look to make it 3 for 3.
Dude,
But UNC's kind of getting going here. At least offensively, they look pretty deadly. So,
For sure.
and I
Duffy
think
had a big day? Or am I
yeah,
bugging?
he did. He had a
Yeah.
huge day. Owen Duffy's the leading point scorer freshman in the country. Casually. Yeah.
No, I
You
think
told him
he's
everything you know?
tied with Millen. Don't they both have 27?
Wow, Holmeyer says, no, sir. Behind the glass, Liam is giving us 2 thumbs
Yeah,
up. They are
look at him.
tied.
No,
Mm.
not after yesterday.
Because he had
Not after
6
yesterday, he
33
says. He
points.
says, check the
Yeah.
ticker there,
27.
Piz.
Yeah. Good try, though, everybody. Good try.
Wow.
Good for you.
Good try, everybody. Good try.
Well, I wasn't against it there, brother.
Yeah, over there.
Wow.
Mute.
The mute. I love that.
There it is. You there you go.
I see it. I see it. Just
Oh, what?
Oh.
We're talking about average? Average.
Liam is
Oh,
signaling
okay.
to the average.
So he is still averaging more than McCabe Millen, his own teammate. Yeah, good for Michael Long. Also,
He's
they-
shouting out,
Mike
he's shouting out
Long.
Mikey Long.
One of these, I think they had Christian Mule. Yeah, Christian Mule is not a freshman.
We're getting a note from Christian. Not Christian.
Yeah, but Christian
Liam.
Mule is not a freshman, and he's on here.
oh yeah. Wow.
What do you mean he's not a freshman?
He's not a freshman.
Did he play last year? Yeah, he did.
Transfer from Lehigh.
Lehigh.
My bad. I was bugging for a second.
My bad.
He's, if anything,
You see
like,
how many
a
names are
fifth
up
year.
there?
Yeah, I can't read that. That's not even English.
Michael
Good
Long
try.
added
Long
to the
added
Tewaaraton watch.
Yeah,
Ooh.
come on, bro.
Guys always come with stats. I love
BU
it.
and Holy Tony didn't teach you how to use context clues?
No, they did not. Moving on. Yeah, so UNC schedule now. They have Stony Brook, High
Paper
Point,
towel.
Army before they kick off ACC play.
Stony Brook should, yes.
Yeah, again,
Take care
if
of
they
that.
beat an Army going into ACC play, UNC could maybe.
Liam shaking in no way. I think they could. I think that's a sneaky game where they can get it done. But you
Only
are
only
quick on
reason-
the buttons there, man.
Only reason,
I didn't get a
only
second
reason
to-
I'm saying is
didn't get a
because
second to
they're
bring it
home.
in.
They're home. I think they're going to be a home dog there. That might be looking way ahead.
I'm a sucker for a home dog.
yeah, so am I.
Sleeping in the beds.
Not even that, just like from a DraftKings standpoint.
Alrighty, now Penn taking care of business against Villanova. Battle of little PA there. Okay. I mean, Penn.
Yeah, you could start there.
That top
Yeah,
four,
yeah,
the
yeah,
freaking,
yeah,
the
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
Ivy is going to be just impossible to predict.
Penn could start to get hot too. I have Penn up right here. Oh no, Penn State.
All right, give me your top 4 in the Ivy. Go. Who is it? I think we talked about this last week too, and I already forget. But
Top 4 in the Ivy.
Harvard, Yale, Cornell, Princeton. But UPenn. Jesus Christ. I don't know, dude. It's tough.
brutal. Yeah, it is.
Lord's name in vain was aggressive on that one.
It's just so tough. Like,
God, you have a St. Anthony's coach in the building.
sorry. I'll do 12.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hail
It's
Marys
that
later.
the
No,
Ivy
you
League.
won't. Don't lie.
Even in when we're saying the Ivy League's down, it's still going to turn out to be one of the most kind of.
I'm going Harvard,
Most entertaining leagues to watch.
Princeton, Cornell, Yale.
Sounded awfully familiar to mine.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right,
fine.
I mean,
I agree with you. That's
I
okay.
don't know.
It happens once in a
It's
while.
like each week it's going to change.
Ivy's going to be tough.
I think
man.
Harvard. I know Liam and I were sending each other index cards about this before. I think Harvard's under talked about. Very much so under talked about.
Yeah, they got to get.
I think they're
love,
very
dude.
good.
They're undefeated. They play an entertaining style too.
I think they're under talked
They-
about in the overall NCAA.
Yeah.
Not just the Ivy. I think they're going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, Ivy League, we'll see. I don't know. My prediction for the winner, I'm going to go with.
Every time you
Cornell.
talk about someone outside
Cornell.
the patty,
That's
he's
what
like,
I'm going with.
Yeah, maybe.
Whatever.
No,
it's okay. Doesn't matter.
That's not true.
Doesn't
at all.
matter. They're not the patties.
That's
It's
not
okay.
true at all.
Army,
That's
we can
not
talk
true at
about
all.
Army.
I just
though,
gave you my
eventually.
prediction who's going to win. I said Cornell. I think Cornell's going to win. The
I
Ivy.
do like Cornell a lot, but I think
Okay, there
Harvard
you go.
is a little bit superior.
This one a little surprising. Vermont. That was a huge win for them. They need to definitely get going.
Yeah.
I think Vermont. Again, I thought I would have been able to bet $1 million that UMass is going to win that. I don't know why.
You got that kind of capital?
No, but I'm just saying. Again, this touches on the parity thing, right? I would have slammed.
No,
UMass.
I think I took UMass, actually. Did we have that in our...
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. I think I took UMass, too.
Yeah, I would have slammed that. So
Mike and I were talking about this the other day.
Who's Mike?
desperation when teams
Michael
are desperate.
Brennan, our owner.
Oh, the owner-operator.
Yeah,
Yep.
owner-operator, Blaine.
Yep. Just
Um,
wanted to let the people know. You're
Vermont-
just being very vague.
Vermont plays Dartmouth on the 14th and
know.
plays
Oh, we talked about this,
NJIT
yeah,
on
2
the
days later.
16th. So,
Yeah.
when they were doing their scheduling, hey, NJIT, take them lightly. Now it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, that,
Again, I don't
that
think there's
is-
many teams you could take lightly right now in Division One.
No. I'm saying when they were making
they
their
made that schedule. Sure.
when they preseason made that schedule.
Heard you.
Yeah. That's a tough turnaround.
I know. I mean, we saw it was Duke, UNC, Penn, Princeton did that.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, where they tried to emulate the Final Four type weekend thing. I don't know. Maybe that's what Vermont was trying to go for. But that is a quick turnaround. You would like to think NJIT should be favorited there by a good amount.
Yeah.
Especially that turnaround. So that's a test for the NJIT though. A game you should win. That's Vermont coming off obviously a game 2 days ago. So that'll be good.
You got to start winning the ones that now you're expected
Yeah,
to
right.
win.
Exactly. Show that you're winners. Right.
100%.
Jacksonville High Point.
I
Another one
I think
got
I
wrong in
had this the
pool.
other way. Yeah.
Me too.
High Point.
I touched on this last week that this was that Crown Classic game they've played the last
Right,
3
yeah.
years now.
Yeah.
And all 3 years it's been a tight game every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
This was part of the Crown Classic. Again.
Yeah. Yep.
And then finished it off with who?
Finished with Hopkins Q's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I knew it was a big game.
damn, Jacksonville has so many more games left.
But this is where they could start getting back on track. Bobby Moe, Mercer, Cleveland State,
Yeah.
if they could start to rattle a couple off,
Get going. Sure.
get right, as you would say.
Get right games, baby. Gotta love those. Quinnipiac taking care of business against Canisius. Quinnipiac undefeated. Love the-
Keeping
I
it
think they're
QU,
number
bro.
20 right now. I think.
No, I think they just got votes only.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey.
But I mean,
I don't know how Delaware's kind of hanging around at 20 there.
Yeah.
I feel like QU as undefeated should pop in there. Yeah, Liam saying cut the head off the hen.
Yeah, that is a little why does Delaware get so much respect?
Listen, it's not like they're a bad team, but
Yeah, but I feel like
Liam,
we
I don't
always
think they're a
give
bad
Delaware
team,
the
shaking your head
benefit of
no
the
there.
doubt, where it's they're still. a good
Well, I
program.
just did not give them the
I
benefit.
know,
of
no,
the
I
doubt
know you
and said
did. That's good.
That
That's good.
QU should get in.
We're starting we're starting the trend of
But also, you can make the argument that
who have they beaten this year?
Towson
They've
should
beaten
be in there.
Lafayette, St. John's, and Monmouth. That's a joke. That's a joke.
When you look at it like that,
That's a joke.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why you have to say it so harshly. You have hate for the Blue Hens, but yeah.
I mean, now I kind of do.
All right, okay.
Now looking deeper, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that received votes, with maybe the exception of UMass getting
We're really
the
putting
loss,
a lot,
I think
we're
really
putting
should.
a lot of stock into blown out Lafayette, St. John's, and Monmouth. That's
So yeah, no, I'm
someone's
I
paying
hope-
someone over there.
again, I'm
I
agreeing
hope-
with him, and I feel like we're in an argument.
No,
We do that so often
Yeah.
here.
I hope Syracuse absolutely rolls them this weekend. You know what? Delaware's my new public enemy number one.
Wow.
Paid them.
Outside the Patriot League,
Yep.
going right for him.
Go Towson. Here we go.
This next game, interesting.
Yeah, Wagner Marist. I mean, Wagner was desperate to get a dub, and they got a dub. Good for them.
They got it done. Any of our Rebels boys score in this game?
Let's take a look.
Connor Julich might have had a day. My boy.
He was what,
Islip-
22?
21.
21.
Islip product.
Juliet, she had an assist.
Assist. We need more out of UConn.
Duke, Brendan O'Neill.
This is a good game.
Had a day.
Absolute day.
Josh Sawada with your typical just 6 apples
And, like,
only.
It's crazy too. Like Tyson Williams had a great day, but it kind of gets shadowed by the 6 assists and the 5 and 1.
I mean, they're just so deep, dude.
It's crazy, bro.
I mean,
Keep it going. That box score just keeps going.
It keeps going.
And my boy.
Keeps going.
Ben Johnson.
Big Ben.
Keeps going.
Continues to find his way under the box scores.
Jameson. Didn't see much, honestly. Didn't see much action.
No.
Didn't see much action. But, Duke, Loyola did keep it close there a little bit. But that one goal by O'Neal, oh, my God. He painted that corner.
Dude. I was watching on my laptop, and I was just like, wow.
Just murdered that corner. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yeah, Lehigh beating Navy. Boom.
Competitive Patriot League. It's just, go ahead, say it.
Yeah, it is. Sure. It is. I like this kid, Andrew Kelly from Lehigh. I've talked about him a few times.
He's good.
He's good.
You were a fan of him early on.
Quick and shifty. He played really good against Rutgers. Quick and shifty. How did this kid on Navy... Oh, wow. This kid had another 3 goals. This kid, 28, can shoot the piss out of it on Navy. Oh, my God.
Dane Swanson.
Another All-American name team.
That's a good name, yeah. Strong, powerful name. That's like a Navy name.
Yeah. General Swanson.
Yeah. Future SEAL for sure.
Another Patriot League tilt. Colgate, looking great. Colgate, I mean, being impressed. They've been fairly impressive. Who do they have? Bucknell. When did they play Army? Okay, a couple of weeks. All right.
Come on, dude.
Colgate 2-0 Patriot League. They're doing some good stuff. They're trying to kind of.
I think Colgate's impressive. I think again another school that's not. I don't want to mention what league they're in, but they're just not getting mentioned that much.
Yeah,
from the Patty.
And this game I really want to talk about because Cuse finally gets their dub that they've kind of been knocking on the door for all year. And
they're coming in.
Played fantastic. I thought that Michael or who had the BTB? That was Leo, right?
Yeah. Leo's making sure that we're confirmed.
Was that the one at the buzzer?
Yeah, to beat the shot clock. That was absurd. That was wasn't that from like 10 yards too? He bounced it.
Definitely wasn't close.
Yeah, but this is impressive for Cuse. Like we've talked about, they've kind of needed like that signature kind of win.
That's your hat now, pal.
That's coming off the shelf. Yep, there you go.
Signature win that they've needed. But today,
let our crossover golf fans tune into Blatant Golf. There you go. Give them
it's a good hat.
Little plug.
But yeah, all in all, huge win for Cuse. Needed it.
To play great.
What's the rest of what's their next upcoming? I know they got Delaware. They're gonna take care of them for you there, Omar.
Delaware. Then they get right into ACC play with Duke. And then they got a few still. Yeah,
damn that last 4.
Bro. Yeah, gauntlet.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
This one too.
That was included in the last 4.
I know, definitely. But I feel like this one's gonna be trying to see who between those two teams gets that 4th seed.
Oh yeah, I hate
the tournament, that game against UNC. But yeah, and then Hopkins, tough one. I don't think Hopkins is played him tough, right? Nothing to panic about Hopkins. Just ran into I think a Syracuse team that just played
that was ready to play.
Out. Yeah, needed
that you're at a neutral site, big game, big environment around it.
Good teams will beat good teams. Yep. Good teams are going to lose once in a while. It happens.
What's your future outlook? What do you think the final ranking of the ACC is? What order?
I think it's going to be Notre Dame, Duke, Virginia, Cuse.
Notre Dame, Duke, Virginia, Cuse. I got UVA, Duke, Notre Dame, Cuse.
Yeah, I have that. I have UNC getting written off, but I think it's going to come down to the wire.
It is. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. It's going to be freaking sick to see, honestly. Because that last game, or second last game for Cuse against UNC is going to be.
You're going to watch a lot of that on a bus ride, huh?
Probably somewhere. Yeah. Going, I don't know. But alrighty, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back touching on maybe some little bit of Tewaaraton talk and looking ahead at this weekend's games. And we are back. So I jumped the gun a little bit. We're going to touch on 3 more games. probably the biggest one of the weekend.
Victory.
Yeah, I forgot the Sunday's games. Oh, well. But Yale taking down Denver. I mean, that was certainly, especially after the collapse that they had the week before. I mean, it was, an impressive win. Very impressive for Yale. I think, again, this obviously touches on the Parity thing, and we're, not to beat a dead horse, but, like, what's going on behind the screen?
Did you just read that?
No.
Did you read that?
No.
I got a note to smack Pizz.
Oh.
T, smack Pizz.
I like that. All right, keep it coming there, 6.
What?
But Denver, I was wrong. I thought Denver could maybe run the table.
You're scrolling too far, brother.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I passed the Sunday. Yeah, I thought Denver was going to be able to maybe run the table a little bit, try to get into the NCAA tournament undefeated.
Can you run the box?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a big showing from their typical, brand new.
Yeah.
But
they shared the rock though.
Yeah, no. Yale overcomes flu injuries to take down number 1 Denver. Wow.
That's the first thing I caught. I was like, that's a headline.
Wow. Psyched to go Denver come out with the win. We think a lot of their team. Oh, no kidding, Andy Shea.
Little influenza.
Oh yeah, he did.
Nice.
Liam from behind the glass called
Next
this
game.
one.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those again. Like Yale was just desperate for a win. Had a bad taste in their mouth. Probably practiced all week. Just very very angry.
Oh, for sure.
But good for Yale. Good for Yale. Who do they got coming up? Yale. Who do they have coming up? Okay, Harvard.
There it is.
Cornell. So they start kicking off in the Ivy League. There you go.
Liam had that one dialed for the fans at home.
Yeah.
Another Ivy League game.
Yeah.
Princeton Rutgers.
Battle of New Jersey. Again, Rutgers, I just don't think has it. I don't know.
You've been saying that since week 2?
I just don't think they have it to play against the
big dogs
teams. I mean, I know they beat the crap out of Loyola, but I don't know. Yeah, I think they're going to struggle against Hopkins.
That final run,
that Ohio State game. I know Liam needs Rutgers to win there. I don't know though.
Yeah, that final run's pretty brutal.
Yeah,
OSU,
we'll see though. I mean,
Maryland, and whoever.
Obviously, we've been wrong.
Didn't allow me to say. Thanks,
Coulter, Maxey. I mean, that kid's a stud. Love watching him play. Left to left shake.
There's a lot of talent on Princeton.
Yeah,
Tucker Wade's a beast.
I think the Ivy League,
the dude,
Ivy League's wide open. Any of those
freshmen
4 or 5 can
yeah,
win.
we like him a lot.
Nate Kabiri.
Yeah.
Dog.
And then Harvard beating Michigan, which I think I picked Michigan here again. Michigan's dead to me.
I think I went Harvard.
Kind of the same route that I took on them last year, where I said they're dead to me, and then they went on a magical run. So who knows? Can Michigan do it again?
Your boy from Holy Tony's had a good game.
Who?
Jackson Green went 2-1.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go.
That's your boy.
Fired him up before practice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's gonna come. Hey, coach, you see Jackson?
That kid's a stud, dude. He really is. He's good. Plays
he's a beast.
Too.
You had a couple kids go to Harvard that year, right?
Yeah, Spidell's also there.
Yeah, yep. I knew there was another one.
He'll probably start to play. Ooh, and Ray's getting on the board. Played with Cal. Yeah, Spidey was probably getting on the field sophomore, junior. But that kid Sam King is a stud.
Liam's saying he's small. Can we get a height and weight on him?
No, but I can think we can put him in.
You know what
talks.
bothers me? It's like, I'm going to air this out.
About...
Behind the glass, these guys don't give us anything as far as stat help, nothing. You got to work. You got to manage the podcast. You got to be working the computer. God bless you, man.
Liam's just saying he's short.
I do a lot here, Blatant.
Wow.
Okay, moving on.
5'9", 174. Sounds like me in about third.
Let's talk a little Tewaaraton race. What do we think? Who's a sleeper? I think we know the names. Brendan O'Neill, Connor Schellenberger, maybe CJ Kirsch. Those are like the early season favorites coming in, maybe.
But maybe. I think CJ gets it done.
You think CJ is going to win the whole thing? You think he's going to win the Tewaaraton?
Did I say that in a different language?
Okay.
Maybe Chinese?
Just trying to confirm.
Confirmed.
Over communicate, under assume.
What?
That went right over your head.
No, it didn't. I just can't even fire back from that because that was such a Homeyer statement.
Over communicate, under assume, baby. That's like a typical.
I feel like my sergeant just gave me. Yeah. Just
Big time coach phrase.
I also I know he's on the watch list. Little sleeper pick for me, Plunkett.
Yeah, from Army. Sure.
Leading Army to get some serious stuff done.
That'd be so sick if that kid won the Tewaaraton.
Sick, but
he just took Army to like the promised land.
That's what I'm like. Yo,
again, this award comes down to that postseason
for sure
type run.
Which then newly added. I know Liam was really itching on the index cards he was throwing at me to talk to about today. Zawada, man.
Yeah,
and, which like I can't.
Does he steal it from his teammate?
He might because like he's
producing. I know, and he seems to be like the engine of that kind of team. Obviously, everyone knows about Brendan O'Neill, but it seems like kind of things go through Josh Zawada where he's,
I'm so with you. I don't know if he gets it done.
I mean, that's the thing. You have so much talent there, and like he knows his role. He does his role. He dishes the rock. Let everyone else do what they have to do.
But he's still obviously like probing. I think like even against Loyola, he had
get it out of your system. We know who's up there. We know the name, Willie Greco.
Dude, I told you he was up there last year too. I mean, it's tough. Listen, it's sick to be up there as a Division II athlete, but like when it comes down to it, is it going to be a Division II athlete?
Probably not. No,
that's why the question is proposed to you.
No, it definitely is like a huge.
I mean, it would be awesome if each division got their own award.
Yeah.
Wow, we got a Christopher Newport.
Well,
Andrew
I think
Cook.
NCAA
Tip of the hat to Andrew
I think
Cook.
there should be, a defensive player of the year. Like, it should be the whole 9 yards. I mean, that's.
Eric, sorry you behind the glass. I got a little something tickling. You're gonna have to edit that.
Okay, right. Yeah, but that's not. I don't know. That Tewaaraton kind of ceremony. I feel like they should touch on it, kind of like all those things.
Yeah. You think Ajax is in the running?
I have him in my. I mean, dude, he's.
I don't know. That'd be a shock to see. Again, we've talked about this. Like, what would it take for like a defenseman or an LSM? I think it would have to be like an LSM who's stat padding everything. GBs.
It's got to be more than someone just clamping up the one, is what you're saying.
Unfortunately,
which sucks because, like I said, he is. You're clamping up the one week in, week out.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I just proposed it out there to the fans.
Listen, like Homer said, I have him here, but like, it's someone you'd like to see.
Actually, I'm going to go to the fans. Comment your top 3 for the Tewaaratons. I want to see what everybody got to say.
Look at you, a little call to action.
That's it. I want to see what the people are saying. What camera? There's 2. You're pointing at both, Liam. I'm dead center. You were the person.
Dude, you're on that one.
Guys, how would I ever possibly know?
I don't know.
That one's looking straight at me.
Guys, you guys have great equipment.
You're supposed to know. I like Matt Brandow, though. He could also be another sleeper from Yale.
So, guys, I want 3. 3 people.
And we'd love to hear that, right? Obviously, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us all a bunch of feedback. We'd love to do some more Q&As, too. I think that was, good stuff.
Yeah, hit the questions, but I want to know what people think their top 3 are.
Let's go. We are People's Podcast.
We are people, yes, and this is a podcast, so we are the People's Podcast. Yes, that would work.
Obviously, I think it'd be, we have to touch on the Joey Spallina name as well. If Syracuse can kind of make a run.
I said I also
lead the country in points.
Mike came in before and said,
that's Mike's sleeper.
That's Mike's sleeper.
That's really.
Yeah, you were. I think you were. I don't even know what you were doing.
Yeah.
I think you were setting up the cameras.
It's interesting. It's going to be a postseason award. That's that's what it's going to come down to.
I've got my last one being Sam King, Liam's boy. I mean, he's averaging 6 points a game right now. Can he keep it in?
Those were your numbers at Portland, right? About 6 points a game.
On the Division I club level, sure.
Oh yeah.
Hit a couple pipes in practice.
Yeah.
GBs.
2 points in Australia on the pipes. Diving into next week.
Ultimate Laxbro video.
Oh.
Hit a couple pipes in practice, All right, moving on. Let's preview this weekend.
He liked that one.
Yeah, man, that's a good video. Classic.
It's instant.
Do you remember watching that for the first time?
We got
6 inches of what?
I can't. It's a little smudged.
All right, this is stupid. 6 inches of.
Oh.
What? Thank you. I got it.
Stop.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, let's preview some games here. I think the one line that's already out is the. Hold on.
Liam is enjoying being behind the glass way too much. Someone take away that whiteboard.
He's really enjoying being on the DL over there.
Friday,
we might not ever see Liam in front of the glass.
Yeah. Liam might not ever come back.
Friday, the only line you have is Navy Hopkins.
Yeah, and then there's also there are a bunch out now. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's touch on all these.
Yeah.
Let's go. This helps.
You got enough time before practice there, Coach?
I do.
he feels it. Wow.
I do.
He's ready to gamble.
Yeah.
I do.
Let's
Sorry,
get it here,
folks, I'm
Homer.
pulling up the
DraftKings.
Yeah, I got them for you right here if you need.
Oh, you do?
Throw them on the screen. Yeah, I can read them out to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Just give us the first one. What do we got?
We got Hopkins Navy, like I said. It's minus 7.5 hop. Over under is 23.
I think Hopkins blows the doors off Navy.
Especially coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
What's the over and under?
23.
I kind of like that over.
Yeah, 23. I might hammer that today.
I feel like Hop could put up like 17.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Navy's probably.
Although that game is always.
I need a nice little
what
parlay
was it
this
last
week
year?
to load the ammo for March Madness.
So you're going to use a lax to get into it?
Oh, for
then
sure.
rip ball.
Oh, well, there'll still be lacrosse bets.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we'll start doubling up there.
That's a good day.
I gotta give a shout out to Liam Brennan behind the glass, college basketball
Wizard.
connoisseur.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say connoisseur.
Just don't play his first play of
Why
March.
these picks?
The craziest play I've ever seen Liam Brennan play for me, the over and under versus Citadel, North Carolina, Greensboro. How did he even pull that out?
He probably
Was
knew
insane.
that like the star player of one of the teams.
It was
girlfriend
insane,
broke
dude.
up with
We
him,
were
so
sweating
he
that
was
game
pissed
out.
off.
Citadel,
You know?
North Carolina, Greensboro. Shout out to Liam Brennan behind the glass.
You have the rest of those lines, or are you struggling to find them? Oh, you got them.
No, he's got him right here, dude. He's
Yeah.
not struggling.
He said something about why do you have those
BU
lines?
degree. He doesn't struggle. He perseveres.
Yeah, okay.
Patriot League's deep.
Perseveres.
All right, Utah Bellarmine. Bellarmine plus 2.5
At home.
home dog.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, that scares me though, because
There's a lot of
Utah's
home
got the
dogs here.
ability to fill up the net.
Not recently.
During the podcast, that's awesome.
So happy.
He's so happy the lines came up. I would go. I love a home dog, so I would probably sprinkle Bellarmine money line here.
Yeah.
100% plus 190. I mean, all day long. I don't think Utah's been that impressive either. I mean, you know,
That
we know
game's up for
we know
grabs.
that the over isn't there anymore.
No.
So
Dead.
we don't
It's so
touch
dead.
this. We don't touch this. Everybody out there, okay? We go right on over to the
That
money
Towson,
line
that
of Bellarmine.
that Towson Drexel
Yep,
over
another home dog
three.
too, though.
Yeah. Nah.
No. They
Just
just
saying,
got
plus
pumped
4,
by
though.
St. Joe's, dude.
Plus
Pumped.
4. That's the move, I
Dude,
think.
I don't know if I'm touching that game. That's the 23 and a
Although
half.
Drexel,
-4.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
Towson.
Liam
minus
likes
4.
minus 24 behind the glass. Everybody,
yeah,
that's a minus, dude.
-4. -4. The line is -4. That's what he likes.
Yeah, that Towson.
You see Rick? You see Rick? He's holding up 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3,
What
4.
did I
2, 3,
just
4.
say?
You said 24.
24.
Oh, I was like, guys, that's what I see. My bad.
Toss the 2 in front of the 4.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of numbers up there. I throw things around. It's okay.
Okay. Mercer, Detroit Mercy. I mean, Mercer, because they're favorited, I'd probably bet. I don't really know anything about
Yeah, I'm
this
not
one.
going to touch that game with a 10
Probably,
foot
Yeah,
pole.
wouldn't touch
Next,
that one. Bryant, UMBC. I like Bryant -3.5 for sure.
I don't know, guy. Yeah, I don't know. I might stay away from that one completely.
Off.
I think
Way
Bryant
too many
takes
perns
that.
on the next one, Villanova and Monmouth.
Yeah, we don't like that.
But could contribute some dollars to the over there at 23 and a half.
That spread's kind of throwing me off.
I mean,
I didn't think it would be a 10-point spread.
Yeah, I don't think Villanova's that good. I don't think Mama's that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, that one's tough.
but one that like you're gonna put in a parlay and that's gonna be the one that loses no matter
Yeah,
what
no.
you take in it. So
No.
hey, off it,
what do you
far
have?
away.
Favorite dude that it goes right to BU?
You saw
Yeah,
that?
I knew I was,
I was wondering the same
I
thing.
knew I was going to get chirped for that, and it was literally just a harmless misclick.
Harmless. It was harmless.
I mean, Boston U, Loyola.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry, Omar. I love Loyola money line there,
Yeah, I mean, at
and the
home.
over. I wish we had the same game
I
parlay
mean, that's
option.
a pick'em right there. They just gave us the pick'em essentially. Yeah, I mean, I think you'd be a little tough to go with BU on the road. Haven't seen much from them.
Whoa,
I never thought we would hear that this year.
BU Nation just freaked out.
Yeah.
Um,
See, that's somewhere like if I say I were to bet against LIU, he would have
Hold
jumped
on,
down my throat.
Let's not fly over that. That's a lot of points, I think. Holy Cross, Lafayette.
yeah, they're giving.
Let's put a lot of respect on Lafayette.
That's. I mean, talk about a home dog.
Yeah, get involved. Get involved, people.
Plus 5.
I would take plus 5.5. I don't think Holy Cross is winning, but they can maybe keep that close.
Rutgers, UMass. That's a home dog that I could get involved in right there.
Yeah, especially UMass coming off a tough loss.
Straight up money line though too.
I would probably sprinkle that.
Yeah.
I like UMass
Yeah.
a lot, especially at home. So the 2 home dogs I love are definitely UMass and Bellarmine for sure.
Ooh, I like this next game we're scrolling up on here. This Harvard Yale game. Give me
Harvard plus 2.
Give me
That's
Harvard
crazy.
money line.
Yeah.
Going to Yale straight up. Absolute barn burner of a game. That's like
like
28.5.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Testing the team like you
stay-
want to stay 7-0. You want to get there.
Yeah. They got playing for something there. You like that, Omar? A little mid-season playing for something.
Cleveland State,
Yeah,
Lindenwood,
just scroll
skip.
over that
Sick.
game.
Queens, Air Force, skip.
Oh, 12.5 though?
Yeah, we're skipping that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of juice.
Robert Morris, Jacksonville. Yeah, I think Bobby Moe.
You think Bobby Moe
Terrible.
keeps it within that 4.5?
No. No, because it's conference, so that probably is going to be a tight game. I don't know. I wouldn't touch that one, to be honest. That's like a scary, scary conference and a scary, scary environment to be in.
Notre Dame, Michigan is hefty too with -6.
Yeah, I mean,
Like these are all heavy
Michigan,
lines.
dude. Michigan drives me nuts.
Because it's impossible to bet. Oh,
Hey now.
we just lost our screen. Where to go?
Okay, I don't know, but we can read right here. Michigan, I don't know. Michigan +6.
Michigan.
If I was betting that, that's a Notre Dame -6.
You think so? You think they could put up enough?
I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Michigan
Yeah.
just kills me. I just can't. Can't with Michigan. I can't. Not right now, at least. And this is probably what's going to happen. They're going to do the same
Screen's back up.
thing. They'll,
I don't know.
go on a magical run.
I don't know. I
They'll
just
Butler says no shit.
it's just like Michigan, they're no slouches. That's a lot of points, 6.5 or 6. My bad, 6.
I mean, they did get punched in the mouth by Harvard too, and then they started to make a little bit of a game of it. So
I don't know. I'm not getting involved.
It
in
might
that.
just be
What's
a
the over and
kickback
under
and
there?
watch.
26 and a half. And then
That's
now
intriguing.
Penn State, Marquette. Penn State is -7 going to Marquette.
I think that's a perfect line.
Yeah, I
I
do
think-
too.
Penn State covers. I do.
Yeah, I mean, they should.
They should.
That's a.
If I'm betting Notre
I
Dame
know- I know
-6,
seven's
I
a
would
lot.
definitely
It's
bet
a
Penn State
lot.
-7.
I mean, but they also did just put up a 20 piece
On
with the sweet and sour. Don't worry, Liam. I'm all over it. Yeah, like that.
I just have zero faith in Marquette. And I have all the world in Penn State.
All right.
I think that's a trusty
What's the
one.
over and under there?
Okay, my final
25
home
and a
dog
half.
that I love is Maryland,
Who are they playing, sir?
Virginia.
Virginia. I would probably go +2.5 though. So if I have a little home dog parlay, it would be Maryland.
All right, so Ajax
UMass,
takes
Maryland,
who?
Bellarmine, Schellenberger for sure.
What are you doing with the rest of them?
What?
What are you doing with the rest of them?
I don't know, but you take care of Schellenberger, and then you kind of just go from there after that.
Just hope and pray for the best.
I mean, if anyone's going to be able to have a hope and a prayer, it's probably Maryland.
for sure.
At least a bigger of a hope and a prayer.
Yeah,
There you go. There you
Towson or somebody, or any other team.
This just
probably in
isn't
the country.
working for us up here on the screen, huh?
No, it's not. Just couldn't get the screen mirror to work again. I don't know. Guys behind the screen, obviously,
Yeah,
behind the
tech
glass have
crew.
been no help whatsoever. But
We're out here sweating out here in the cameras.
Your laptop, you have to do it.
We
no help
have swamp
whatsoever.
people on the screen.
I mean,
here,
what do you
folks.
want me to do?
What do you
I
think
go
their
to
line
screen
is?
mirroring, and I hit Samsung 6
Looks like
series.
this guy's gonna get this gator on the boat, so
Not
he's looking
coming up.
pretty good.
Oh, there it is. Now it is.
Look at this. Look at this. Boom.
Bang.
Done. Thank you. Now I feel back in the pod.
Yeah.
He just talked himself through it.
I mean, I did that before, and it wasn't working. So
Jesus, Vegas. What's up with all these points? You
I
giving
like
Penn-
Brown +6.
Me too.
Yeah, Brown.
Like, I
Brown,
actually kinda
Brown
love that.
+6, yeah. And then I love Ohio or Denver -1.5.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's silly.
Nice
You don't think
plus
so?
120. Oh, he,
Yeah,
does.
well, I was-
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
hates
what?
Ohio
Yeah, I was
State.
like, the
He does.
That's
biggest
why I was
hater of Ohio
confused for a
State.
second. And I love that over too. 24. I think that's low.
I don't know. I haven't been hot on overs or unders at all this season, so I'm just not even gonna touch it.
I like this
talk
one
to
in
it,
the
but I
Ivy League,
love,
maybe.
love Denver -1.5.
Yeah. Brown +6 is there's definitely a lot of value out here. Some good home dogs.
if
Think
I could
there's any
take-
movement on these or no? With just the lines being so heavy.
Maybe in this one.
Yeah.
I think I could see this maybe going to 1.5.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, yep.
So I'd maybe get on the Maryland +2.5 early, but other than that,
It really grinds my gears that we can't get any action on these New York schools.
Dude, it's brutal.
yeah.
Sounded so much more degenerate when I said that out loud.
Yeah.
Like
It
terrible.
sucks though, because like you almost want to like be able to play Cuse all the time, like being from New York, like you're
For
rooting for him,
sure.
stuff like that.
Play the U.
It's like play the U.
Brook.
That's why I love when we like if we travel for LAU, maybe going through Jersey quick. Like, all right, if I'm gonna sit on this sideline, a little boop, little play, makes the game a little bit more
Yeah.
exciting.
Well,
Get that shutter finger going.
Yeah.
Sounds illegal.
Yeah.
I didn't
Why?
want to be the one to say that, but definitely sounds like that was a breach of contract.
and that'll do it all for us here at Crease Crankers. Just talking about insider trading and all that is good stuff. But just a friendly reminder, everybody, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we'll be back next week.